Hello and welcome back. My name's Lynn from Craft with Bella Jane, and today we're taking part in the challenge from Shabbydabbydoodah, What's on My Desk. And yeah, so I did show you a few of the bits and pieces I had on my desk the other day, and this was one of them. And I thought, now this is a nice little, you know, quick and easy little project that we can do this afternoon. And and I hope I've sorted out all my issues with my uploading on my phone and my laptop. So let's hope that the video for day 2 is with you sometime in the next half an hour or so in my time. But yeah, let's hope you've already seen it by now. It's a bit confusing, isn't it, when you're actually I'm actually on the same day, so I've just started uploading it to YouTube, and I thought, right, just get on with this now while the light's good. Now I've got the other project ready for tomorrow. I've been printing off a new kit, and wouldn't you just know it, some of the sheets haven't printed very well. So they've been relegated to the pile on top of my printer. So they're going to be very handy. I might use those tomorrow because we're going to have to do that envelope. I did promise I'd do it today, of course, and then I completely forgot because I saw this and I thought, oh, I really want to do that one. So yeah, let's just use this one up. It's just sitting there, isn't it? And you know what? We're lucky to have these people who give us these freebies. I mean, I'm quite happy to buy digitals, but you know, these little projects are really lovely. And I did one a few weeks ago with one of G. Kerr's Friday freebies, and yeah, everybody seemed to love that video. So yeah, let's do this one. So I'm just cutting these out now. Obviously, you can see that, can't you? What a silly thing to say. And then I'll ink them. And I did have a look in my cupboards to see. I said I would. I said I'll have a look and see if I've got any Christmassy coloured ink, red or green. And wouldn't you know, there we are. There's a couple. One's Blaze and one's Elegant Emerald. Now, you know, what they were like, I don't know, but we'll try them out in a minute. I've got myself an ink pad there ready, and I've got a new ink pad for the vintage photo ready. So yeah, so I'm all set up today, and yeah, I like this little kit. I'm sure it'll be absolutely lovely when it's finished. Excuse me. It seems that I'll just have a sip of what's left of my tea. There we are. Seems that whenever I come on video, I start this little tickly cough, and I'm sure it's because I'm not used to all this talking. And there we are. Okay, so this one's a bit, I could fussy cut that, I suppose. I could kiss cut it, couldn't I? That'd be quite good. Should we kiss cut it? Yeah, let's kiss cut it. So if you don't know what kiss cutting is, it's just cutting around the edges, not up to the line. So you just leave a little bit of red, See, I was thinking ahead of myself there, thinking, oh, am I gonna ink this in red, or am I going to ink it in vintage photo? Yeah, so you just leave a little bit of the white showing, and it just makes it a bit sturdier, because some of these are so fine you can't really cut them out, can you, right out to the very edges? Although possibly this one you could do, but I think it looks nice like this, so I'm going to go with this. That's just a bit of an awkward spot there, isn't it? And yeah, and the other thing is I did do a little bit of research online, and this little bird is definitely a cardinal. In fact, I think it's called a red cardinal. Now, I didn't go any further than that looking at images, and what I was wondering was, is he a songbird or not? So maybe if you know, you might put that information in the comments for us, so we all know the answer to that one. And if he is a songbird, what's his song like? That would be nice to know, wouldn't it? Yeah, so I've been out today, and I didn't go to the gym actually. I changed it to another day, so that's coming up before the end of the week, but might possibly Friday, because there were a few things I needed to do. So I went down to town, and the first thing I did was I took Jess for a walk along the prom, which is a bit different. So the thing with going on the prom is we don't take a ball because it's too dangerous. So there we are, that's nice. That's quite nice, isn't it? Yeah. So I'll just get rid of these. I'm going to keep one of those just to see, just to try out the inks. I'll get rid of those. Do you know what? It's so tempting just to keep those little bits of card as well. You know, you sort of think, oh, I might be able to use that. But you've got to be sensible, haven't you? Okay, so let's try this now. Let's just check to make sure we're recording, and yes we are. So I'm going to have a green one and a red one, aren't I? So I'll have to get another one out for my vintage photo. Okay, so they take a little few minutes before you get all the ink on these, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Right, so, ooh, that's very bright, isn't it? Yeah, that's very nice and Christmassy colour, isn't it? So yeah, that's going to be fine. And this is where I get covered in, look, this is where I get covered in ink. So that one will be lovely. Now I'm not sure what sort of a red this is, but these come from, these came out of a mixed box. And they're not distress inks, they're the artistry inks. Oh, that's very Christmassy as well, isn't it? Look at that. Wow. Love it, love it, love it. Right, let's have a go. Now let's go a wet wipe, because I don't want to get ink all over everything, do I? So put that back. And let's just wipe this ink off my fingers. Obviously it's not going to come off, is it? But the bulk of it will come off, so I'm not leaving fingerprints. Okay, so let's see what this looks like. I'm not at all sure what it's going to look like. This is what I mean by working on the hoof. I'm a, you know, as a retired teacher, I'm used to planning, so yeah. See, there's a lot of ink on this already. I think it'll be all right. Yeah. She's rather pretty, isn't she? this little girl. Yeah, so as I was saying, I went down to town, went on the prom. Oh, it was lovely on the prom today. Lots of people about, but the sea was just like a mill pond, to be honest. It was very, very calm. Although you could see there was an absolutely huge storm out at sea. You know, and you can see the clouds when they come down to the horizon. Yeah, so it hasn't reached us. It must be going in a completely opposite direction. We've had no rain at all today. Right, now I'm not at all sure about that. That is that red, but you know, it'll be all right. You've got to, you know, you've got to change things up occasionally, haven't you? And you know, let's just try the red for a change. I think they look all right, you know. And this one we'll ink in a minute. So let's put the lid back on that. Let's pop that on there. Now, the other thing is, as you know, I haven't got a scoreboard. So we're going to have to score this using the ruler and something else. Now, I've used my scissors in the past and I find that they actually cut through the top layer. But if I open them and just use this part on the back, and I'm not too aggressive, they it's all these sticky marks on my scissors now with opening them up there. It's not too bad. It works quite well. So I'm going to give that a go. And, you know, scoreboard is on my wish list for Christmas, but I don't know that I'll get one, but there we are. So I'm hoping you can see all right. I think in my last video I was a bit out of shot a few times and I apologise for that. Right, let's just see what that does. I think that's enough, you know. I think that gives me enough of a score just to bend it. There we are. Yeah, that's fine. So let's do the same one here. Now this has got a metal edge, so it's very handy for scoring and for cutting. There we are. And this one. Try not to cut my fingers. I'm sorry if my head got in the way there. That's just enough, isn't it, on a small item, just to help that fold along. So this is going to be folded in here, and this is going to be folded in here, and then this comes over like that. Now I can see already, if you look, that this is far too close to that black line. So I don't know. I don't think that's a good idea to score on that black line, really, because if I do, I'm not going to be able to fold over. So I'm going to take a risk here and just give myself, you can see the lines on this, I'm just going to give myself that fraction there away from the fold. So fingers crossed I'm not, you know, anticipating something that isn't going to happen, but I'm pretty sure we need that fold away from this fold away from the that fold inside, like that. Now it does make it a bit off, but you know, it's not, I think that's fine now. See, otherwise that wouldn't have folded over. So yeah, let's flatten that out with a bone folder and flatten these out as well. And there. And just go down there like that. And there it is. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And yeah, I think that'll be fine. Now that is just a little bit off there. And I don't think there's much I can do about it, to be honest. Well, I can try. I'll hold that tight. And just squidge that. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. Well, I've bent it there, look. There we are, that's good. And then I'm thinking that she can go on there. And I mean, I could cut this out and put her behind, but I don't want to make a big fuss of this myself. So all I've got to do is just centre her up on there. And I think she'll be fine. Yeah, so before I do that, I'd like to put a notch in there. Just to show that that's a pocket. So I'm going to do that first. Ooh, look at this. I'm getting myself all dithery now. Right, we just have to eyeball this, get it as best we can. I think that's about right. Whoa. There we are. Put that in there. Put that there. And put that there. Yeah, I think that's fine. And then obviously we're going to need something to go in there to hide that. And I think I'll just put a piece of this coffee dyed paper in there. So this is tea dyed actually. So what size do we want that to be? About there. So we'll just do that. Excuse me. Glue. I've moved everything off my desk now which is quite funny really when you're considering what we're doing. What's on your desk, and I've got nothing on. I haven't even got any glue on my desk at the moment because if I want to use my sewing machine, I've got to move everything from in front of it and put my sewing machine, bring my sewing machine forward. So it's a bit inconvenient. I've been looking for a little table to put on the other side of the room so I can have my sewing machine over there, and then it's permanently, ooh, look at that, that's fabulous, isn't it? It's permanently set up then. Now, I'm sort of, I'm a bit scared of this red. So I'm just going to get a bit off it so it's not too harsh. And then I'm going to ink around. Oh, that's all right now. I was just a bit scared that it was a bit bright before. And, but I think it's okay. I think this is a nice little piece of ephemera, to be honest. Not what I was expecting at all. I mean, I'd sort of just thrown it in the pile and I wasn't really thinking about using it. And then I thought, oh, I might use that today. Something quick. Something quick. And relatively... Oh, I better not dab on that ink pad. I don't want it to be. See, I've gone a bit over the edge there. That's all right now. There we are. Okay. So, yeah, I think that's okay. A bit more on that. And then we'll glue this down. Now, I've got to apologise to everybody because I was terribly rude about Anita's tacky glue in my last video. And it's not the glue at all. I've got nothing against the glue. It's just that it's so difficult to get it to come out of the bottle because it's very, very thick. And yeah, and this is better now than it was the other day. I haven't added any more water to it because my first experience of using these little bottles was I put too much water in them. So this seems to have mixed itself up nicely now, and it seems to be fine. So I'm very sorry to Anita, whoever Anita is. I've got nothing against your glue at all. I just wish you'd put it in a thinner plastic bottle because my poor hands just find it really difficult to reaching in the bin now for a wet wipe that's dry. Yeah, my poor hands find it really difficult to squeeze it out the bottle. And, you know, to be fair to me, I know I'm not the only person who has trouble getting Anita's tacky glue out of the bottle. And the other thing is, because I mentioned this before, oh sorry, I'm out of camera. Yeah, the other thing is, I've mentioned this before, I don't want to not buy Anita's tacky glue because when I go to the range, it's blooming cheap in there, and it's really handy to just throw a bottle, for £1.25 it is at the moment, to throw a bottle in your basket. And yeah, so there we are. So that's lovely, isn't it? There we are. So let's just bob these down. I want something else because I haven't got anything. I don't want to use that. Have I got any paper lying about? Two minutes. Right, I've got some cheap and nasty paper. This paper has been in my cupboard from since the year dot, and I use it. I don't really use it for anything that I'm crafting, so I'll use it for this just for the moment. So here we go. Okay, let's put this lady on first. Now we could just use the glue stick for this, but as I've been so rude about this tacky glue, I'm going to use it. Excuse me. Little cough. It is quite difficult to get out. There we are. Okay, am I in camera? Hope so. Let's line her up so she's even. Is she even? Yeah, she is. Is she even at the top? Yeah. There she is. I don't know, is she a little girl or... Yeah. I thought she was a fairy at first, but I think she's just a child. There. It's pretty, isn't it? So let's put this. I think what you're supposed to do with these is layer them up. So we've got that one, and that one. And just by eye, I would say that's going to be too big now. So I'm going to trim these two off. I'll trim that one first. that one overlapping a little bit. And then just pop some on here. Oh, I've not glued that on yet. I'll have to glue this on here now. Dear me, getting ahead of myself. There we are. So we might as well glue the other one on and then we're ready. So special delivery is going to go in the centre of there. So let's glue that on now. I've just realised the TV's on downstairs. I hope you can't hear it. If you can, I hope it's not too distracting. I'm sure it wasn't that loud before. It seems to have got quite loud all of a sudden. Anyway, we're nearly finished now. So that's going to go on there like that. Like that. And just pop that on. Crikey, I can hear that TV, it's really loud now. You know what's going to happen, I'm going to end up having to completely make this video all over again if I'm not very careful. There we are, that's nice. Is that straight? Yeah, I think so. I'll just pop and shut this door. And then you give me the chance of not hearing the TV. So I thought I'd put that there, and then I thought I'd just overlap the bird a little bit like that. I'm not sure he shows very well, so I might just bob him on his own, to be honest. Might bob that down there, and you know what, might put him on there. I'm going to have to do something with this page, either put some coffee dyed paper on it, or I might actually put some stenciling on there, which will be quite nice. So I'll put him up there, him or her, and I'll put that down there. Okay, so I'm going to stick with this, whole bit of a pun there. I'm going to stick with this glue and until the end. There we are. On there like that. Oh dear, can you see? Hope you can see. This glue, this ink, I'm really worried about it sort of spreading itself around everywhere. Maybe it's not dry. And then this one. Now I'm tempted not to glue this down actually until I've put some, done a bit of stenciling on there. So I might just leave him for now. I'll just go in here. Or is it here? Here it is. Just go in here and find a tag. I think that'll go quite nicely, won't it? And I'll pop that in there. Better ink it round so it matches everything else. And I think this is definitely the key to using this red, is to use it very sparingly. So that can go in there. So yeah, there we are. Let's just move everything out of the way, and there we are. Nice little project. I think we've just lost that tag down there now. It's obviously going to have a little bit of ribbon on the end of it, just so it doesn't get lost in there. Because it's quite a short tag for that big pocket, which goes all the way down to the bottom. But anyway, there we are. So put him up there. That'll be nice. So I hope you enjoy. Oh, look. Now then, is that a good idea, having that over like that? Oh well, nothing I can do about it now. I might just put a little bit of lace down this edge and that'll solve that problem. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that. It was quite a short little video, and you know, it's just a one-off little project. And I'll put a couple of pictures at the end just to show you the stenciling and the little bit of ribbon I'm going to put down there, the little bit of ribbon I'm going to put on there. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.